Hello, gentlemen. We are now in unit number 2. This unit deals with descriptive essays. The word descriptive comes from the verb describe. What do we describe? We describe a given object, a place, a building, or some food that you like very much. What makes this essay different from the other one is that we need to include all the 5 senses here. The sense of sight means what you see. What do you feel or touch? What do you smell? What you taste? And what you hear or listen to. So all these 5 senses will bring your essay to life. And you will give the reader a live experience. Take for example a famous mall or a supermarket. We describe it in 2 broad headings: the infrastructure or the facilities available and the various activities one can enjoy over there. You may also describe a favorite food with all these ingredients which taste special, and essentially you need to describe why do you like it. A typical example can be your Arabic shawarma. When you explain, don't forget to include the 5 senses. When you describe a location, do not forget to describe whatever associated with it. Describe life in it and bring it to life. For example, the sound of the breeze, its smell and the chirping of birds, its color and so, the fragrance of flowers and its color and smell, or the green fields with a flock of birds hovering around. It can also be a building like your house, your classroom, library, or a college campus, or even a room in the dormitory. So when it comes to the building, you can describe its location, its size, color, and why do you like it. To sum up, you should be ready and should be able to describe a location, a building or even a restaurant, a mall or a supermarket. So to describe all you will need a lot of adjectives. Here is a list of adjectives that make the reader feel what you are trying to describe. So go through this list and select some words so that you can use them. And when you use adjectives, be careful to use them in the correct order. Let's move on to the structure of the essay. As usual, we can make 3 or 4 paragraphs. An introduction of around 50 to 60 words. A conclusion of 40 and the body paragraphs. You can make it 2 or 1 depending on the main points to make. If you decide to have 2 body paragraphs, both should have around 70 to 80 words each. And thus we end up with around 250 words. The essay needs to have a minimum of 225 and you can go up to 275. Be careful. Try not to write less or more. So now let's analyze a descriptive essay. The prompt here is my favorite tourist or holiday spot or the city you enjoy visiting. Let's go step by step. Now look at the introduction. The introduction is the most important part of your essay. In an introduction, 3 elements are compulsory. Number 1. The opening sentence, called the hook. The opening sentence is followed by 1 or 2 background sentences supporting the hook. And finally, a thesis statement that explains what you are going to describe in this essay. All the three are very important and they give a very good opinion of your essay to the examiner. Next comes the body paragraph 1. This paragraph opens with the topic sentence. In fact, body paragraph can be 1 and 2. It depends on the topic and the main points you make. Both should open with topic sentences and further adds information supporting the main point. Body paragraph number 1 should talk about the first point and the second should talk about the second point. If you decide to use all in one paragraph, that should be fine. 2 paragraphs are not compulsory. Okay. And in both the paragraphs, do not forget to use connectors like moreover. For example, for instance, however, also, because, whatever, and so. Body paragraph number 2 also follows the same pattern of body paragraph 1. Here also do not forget to use connectors. Add 1 or 2 similes that improves your style of writing, like sparkles, like diamonds, as big as the sea, and so on. The last paragraph is as important as the introduction. Make it simple in around 40 words. Make it in 2 sentences. The first one to summarize, and in the second one you can give your opinion or your recommendation. And do not forget to open with the connector like to conclude, to summarize. In conclusion, something like this.